Today we decided to come to the Caminito Del Rey, which is a clifftop walk and a hike along a gorge, or gorge, however you want to say it. And I think we picked the most miserable day to come because it's raining outside, it's cold, chilly, and we're wearing shorts. We have got some ponchos. We were a bit worried about wearing them, but 2 people have just walked past wearing them, so we won't feel such like we look like idiots. Caminito Del Rey is about 50 kilometers outside Torremolinos. Takes about an hour to get here. However, there was some sort of bike ride going on and we were diverted and had to drive all through the I don't know what you call them, mountains, to get to the car park.
Yeah. It's very picturesque.
It's very picturesque, but not if you're the one driving. So I know we have just parked just past the tunnel entrance, which is handy. We found there are lots of lay-bys on the side of the road, which if you can get in one, great. Otherwise, you've got various car parks you've got to try and find. But we'll leave it there, and we will let you know how we get on and whether we're thoroughly miserable at the end of this 3-hour walk. Do you have anything to say?
No, just we'll be watching which one of us is crying.
Okay, I'll edit that out. Bye.
Oh.
The path for the Caminito Del Rey is actually just on the side of the road. You need to look for the small tunnel, walk through it, and then once you're through, there's another 2.5 kilometre trek until you reach the beginning of the actual walk. Down. There are some spectacular views even before you reach the beginning of the walk. Once you arrive at the start and the entrance, there are toilets, some vending machines, and that's where you'll collect your helmet, and if you've booked a guided tour, you'll meet your guide. Our tour started at 1:20 in the afternoon. We did arrive about an hour early and checked in, so they just put us on an earlier tour. We are also lucky because the sun has actually come out, so I've taken off my red poncho. It's actually quite warm now, which is much better. We are in shorts. We thought it was going to be cold, but it's quite warm, so it's all good here now. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you're not scared at all?
No.
No, just me then.
I'll start jumping.
Jumping? Look where he's going. Caminito Del Rey, which means King's Little Pathway, is a dramatic cliffside walk around about an hour's drive from Malaga. It's made up of suspended boardwalks, attached to sheer walls, hanging bridges and deep canyons, spectacular mountains and reservoir scenery. Originally built in the early 1900s for workers maintaining the hydroelectric dam and power stations. I nearly fell over the edge.
We're filming.
The route, including the access paths, is about 7 to 8 kilometres in total. It's mostly easy walking, but you can only walk it one way, from north to south. The walk normally takes around 3 to 4 hours. The walkways are all elevated wooden and they're fixed to the canyon walls. Sometimes these are over 100 metres above the river. We booked our trip with a guided tour. Only reason for that was because we couldn't get a self-guided tour on the website as I left it too late. I probably wouldn't advise going with the guided tour as she's quite far ahead and we don't hear anything that she's saying, and it's much nicer to go along at your own pace. However, with the guided tour, we are still hanging back and kind of doing our own thing, so it's not quite so bad. I did think about sneaking off from the guided tour, but I think the fact we're wearing grey hats and the people that are doing self-tours wearing blue hats means we're not allowed to. For me, I'm someone that doesn't really like heights, however this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. If you're really that scared, you can walk closer to the cliff, however the walkways are very, very solid and you do feel quite safe up here. Right. Say hello, Garrett.
Hello, Garrett.
So, how are you finding it?
Well, I just scared myself.
Yeah.
There was a train that
Yeah.
went past and I ducked because I thought something was falling.
Yeah. Didn't get that on video, unfortunately.
No.
That would have been good.
But it's very good.
Yeah.
Definitely worth doing, but as he said, maybe not the guided tour,
Yeah.
because we have lost the guide.
Most exercise we've done in a few weeks though, hey?
Talk for yourself.
The other thing I would mention is if you book your tickets online, make sure you download them before you get here. Mobile signal up here isn't great and it took a few minutes for me to get enough of a signal to download the tickets. They need tickets to scan them. The original Caminito Del Rey was closed between 2001 and 2015 due to safety concerns after multiple fatal accidents. It was officially reopened in 2015 after extensive renovations and safety improvements. Once you reach the end of the walk and drop off your helmet, there are toilets, a small gift shop and various little stalls selling souvenirs and food. There is a little picnic area, so it's great to have a little break before you then continue on. If you did drive to the Caminito Del Rey and you're parked your car at the north end in one of the car parks, then you can get a bus back. But this isn't part of the tour and you do need cash. We just finished the walk. It's worth noting that once you think you've finished, you still have quite a trek to get back to dropping your helmets off. Oops, dropping your helmets off. Can't remember if I said earlier that it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So if you're someone that doesn't like heights, then don't do it. Basically, don't do it. It's bloody terrifying, particularly the bridge at the end. So yeah, do it once and then never again.
I thought it was great fun, and the suspension bridge was perfect.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was windy, it started to rain, it was bouncing and people kept stopping to take photos and I just wanted to get across the other side.
And actually, it probably is that last bit where you're going up the last few steps where you can actually see.
Yeah, and there's steps
floor.
at the end and there's a great big gap and they're just little bits of bloody decking, so I didn't mean to swear. And yeah, just don't do it. If you don't like heights, it's not for you, trust me, it's not for you. But equally, if you do it, don't go with a guide, go with book early and then go by yourself. However, you can't turn back if you don't want to do the bridge, so do what I did, just shut your eyes and walk across very quickly. Other than that, yeah, it's great fun, highly recommend it. And
Sun's coming back out
Sun's
now
coming
as
back
well.
out now, we're at the bottom. It didn't rain until we got right to the last bit, so it wasn't bad. yeah, so the Caminito
Del Rey.
yeah, whatever it is, Del Rey, in Spain, and we're outside Torremolinos. Great for a day trip, and yeah, do it, enjoy. Today we decided to come to the, oh, I can't even spell it. Today we've come to the Caminito Del Rey, which is a walk along a valley. I don't even know what it is. What is it?
It's a hike. It's a nature and adventure hike
Along the cliffs of a gorge.
that give breathtaking views.